She was good.
She had a shower.
Als je kijkt waar eigenlijk Ujima ontstaan is eigenlijk toen mijn leeftijdsgenoten zeiden, ja, jij gaat terug naar Amsterdam, maar jij kan verder studeren en je kan gaan werken daar. Maar wij hebben geen kansen. If I only had one chance. Als ik alleen maar een kans had, dan zou mijn leven er anders uitzien. In kort is Ujima toegang geven tot de arbeidsmarkt. Wij kwamen erachter toen wij ons gingen oriënteren naar de vraag van wie zijn nou de meest kwetsbare groepen. Toen bleek dat de meest kwetsbare groep waren de meiden die de zorg hadden voor hun broertjes en zusjes nadat hun ouders waren overleden. Het was zo evident dat daar een probleem lag omdat ze niet in staat zijn om financieel te zorgen voor die kinderen. Toen dacht ik, als ik die groep neem, dan kan, doordat de oudste broer en zus in de zorg kan voorzien, kunnen die andere broers en zusjes gewoon thuis opgroeien. Op grond daarvan wisten we ook, het krijgen van een baan en het houden van een baan, heb je werknemersgedrag nodig, heb je wat stage nodig en heb je een eerlijke kans nodig.
We are about to receive one of the former trainees of Ujima, Agnes Mukui. So when she comes, I would want you to learn as much as possible from her. So, Agnes, here comes Agnes. Can you clap for her?
Thank you very, very much. And I'm glad to be here. As Mrs. Kamaila told you, my name is Agnes Mukuhi Wanjiko, and I work at my Lisaba camp. It's a very, 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 very nice place to work. So now, I don't know if any one of you has got any questions regarding how I came to be in my Lisaba camp, where I am from, and whatever kind of question you might have.
I'm asking you the challenge of sexual harassment. You see, it's common in the hotels. Have you ever faced it?
Yeah, not even once.
Okay, and if you have faced it, what was your solution?
It depends. You must have a warm respect of yourself. And then there's something we call marking boundaries, yeah? So what you should do, you can challenge the boss by telling him, okay, like for example, jokingly, I'm not part of the menu for today because you're not, Cindy. Or alternatively, what you can do is like you can explain, I came here because of attachment purposes. As I came here to learn, and I'll appreciate if people are going to guide me in learning. Before I joined Ujima, I was not that confident. And whenever I used to talk to people, I couldn't look directly to them. So this is how I used to handle myself, like, hey, my name's Agnes, and I live in Nakuru. Even after qualifying for the intake of Ujima Foundation, when we were in class, I couldn't participate. You know the answer completely, but the whole idea of lifting up your hand and saying this is what it should be, I didn't have that confidence to do that. So I decided like the following day, I'll do something about it. So what I did, I came the following day, I lift up my hand, and then the next thing, people are clapping for you, and you're like, wow, I did something. So Ujima has really helped me, and it has made me really, really have confidence with myself. You must make sure your family is comfortable, it's eating well, and everything is met according to the basic needs in life. Sawa sawa.
mom died, my younger sister was very small. He was 2 years old. I acted as a mom because I'm taking care of her. We are struggling to eat. I'm struggling to make sure that my brother go to school. Sometimes I go to neighbors' houses asking for if I can wash clothes for them. They pay me. And my brother also is struggling there to find some money. Okay, yesterday Trevin was chased out from school because of the school fee. Okay, what are we going to do with the school fee?
I'll just try to find any means.
Because I asked permission for 2 weeks. I told the teacher to give me 2 weeks so that I will look the means to clear that fee.
I'll just try to borrow where I'm working and then we'll just pay later.
Okay.
Just we'll tell the teacher we'll try to pay in about 1 week.
Okay, I asked the permission for 2 weeks. Trevin today don't come home. I ask permission for you, okay? Okay, bye then. You go to school.
Bye.
Today's lesson, we want to deal with conflict management or conflict. Conflict is a part of life. Conflict is a part of life. That means it is a part of us. We always go with it hand in hand. Even if you try to avoid it so much, it will still come your way. And as it is our system, we have our icebreaker, which will bring out very clearly what a conflict is. Who wants to be a mother? Irene, you want to be a mother? Yes. Okay, so Irene takes the part of a mother. Her 2 sons. Who wants to be a son of Irene?
Then because you have eaten.
Let me show you. Let me show you.
He has
please.
eaten
No.
almost everything.
Okay.
I'm not full.
He is going to clear everything, please, ma'am. No. Ma'am,
Let me show
please,
you. Okay,
ma'am.
no. If it's small, you have to share.
Yes.
If it's 2 spoons.
Yes. I'm the first. And I'm the
But,
first.
ma'am, you have
No, I'm the first.
No.
I'm the first. I'm the
Leo,
eldest.
plate, ma'am.
No.
Okay,
I'm
please.
the first. I'm the
No.
first. I'm the-
Now I'm going to take this food. I'm going to take this food, okay? No. I will take this food.
Thank you. Now, what have you learned from the experience?
I think in the play we show the mother was not responsible. That's why he left the food open and the cat came and ate the food.
Irresponsibility. She goes back to the act that you have done and sees that the mother was not responsible. I want other examples, even from your own lifestyles, where you found that you came into a crisis or a conflict because of one of the things that you have listed here.
Me, teacher.
A struggle for leadership, different ideas,
I want to talk hatred through life experience.
through life experience.
When my mom died, okay, we went to stay with my auntie. She mistreated us and we decided to go to move from her place to look for another place. Okay, from that time up to now, I still hate my auntie. I don't like her.
Thank you. So I think after doing all those examples, you all have understood what is a conflict. Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Ujima is a Swahili word which means achieved with the help of others. For me, Ujima has made it very clear that Africa is not poor, that there is no poor person. It's only about their minds and the attitude on how they think about things. So the starting point in training them in Ujima Foundation is to help them become aware that they're special people, they're unique, and they have the potential to realize whatever they want to realize. Regardless their educational background, regardless their family, regardless whether they have lost their parents, they're just like any other human being, and they're unique in that way. So as soon as people begin realizing that they're special beings who have value and they have potential, they begin getting a warm respect for themselves, and that is what the trainer is busy with.
Good. Janet, I want you to check what is inside here. What is inside here? You told me you're confident. That's why I chose you. Huh?
I would say that is what Ujima's specialty is. In a nutshell, communication skills, self-management, conflict management as well, working together, other people would call it teamwork, and lastly, feedback. This is what breaks the shell for the young people to begin saying, yes, it is possible.
Yeah. Madam Naliaka, you also have a word or something?
My observation was that the gentleman was giving some nonverbal noise and I thought that was more like he was enjoying, but apparently he seems to say that he was not really having fun. Maybe he would have opened up his mouth and just tell the lady to just kick off, or back off, because this is none of your zone. This is not anything to do with you. It's all about to do with me. If they're empowered, then they can cast their votes, they can choose their leaders wisely. And also because leaders use the youths to do destructive things. So if they can make informed decisions themselves, know the consequences of their responsibilities and the consequences of their actions, then at the end of the day, they will be able to help in transforming our country. Maybe something later for class you can think about it. How can we maybe mark our boundaries? How can we make other people know that this is our personal life or our personal space? This is the far you can go and this is how much we can allow you into it. Maybe later for class. But compliments for allowing her to get into your space because we have learned out of it, yeah?